Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Steve here again. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys a tour of this very lovely structure right here in the Eye of Africa Golf Country Estate, right here in Johannesburg, South Africa. Selling point for this estate, you have the golf course designed by a world-renowned golf designer.
The estate is very close to Joburg CBD, about 17 kilometers away from the city. So you get the nice kind of blend of the country living, estate living, as well as being close enough to the city that it's not inconvenient.
Now this property is sitting on over 1,000 square meters, an additional 400 square meters in the garden space back there. You're going to see it has 6 bedrooms and 6.5 bathrooms, 2 garages that can park at least 4 vehicles. There you have a swimming pool, a gym. It's 3 levels. On the down floor you have a wine cellar, you have a cinema on there, you have a casino, guys. The interior decor has a mix of like black gold, giving like that Versace kind of vibes, right? It's a smart home, fully automated, and all of those good things. The asking price for this property is about 30 million rands. It comes with the furniture. I want to thank the listing agent Taylor for giving us access to this property. And of course, if you're on the market looking to buy a property like this, I'm going to leave his details in the description section. So go ahead and give them a call. All right. Without further ado, let us begin the video. So a very interesting detail I would like to point to you as we step into the property is this pond. One of the first I've ever seen in a property before. It has a glass facade just on here. You can step on it and then you can look at the fishes on there, and then the water just keep bubbling as you can hear it right now. Really creative what the developers did here, I would say. I don't know the name of the fish, but they're really colorful and sort of like create a warm welcome for you into your property. Welcome home, guys. This is a wooden door with some very nice aesthetic to it. One thing you're going to see all through this property tour is this like metal works right here. Really nice, really lovely. So step into the property. One of the little tiny details that you're going to see all through this property is this opening right here. I mean, when I came into the property, I was tempted to call it a skylight, but it's facing down, right? So it's sort of like a see-through with solid glass. And just a nice detailing to a property. I really don't see the use, but you want to see like an aesthetic, and you're going to see it all through the property. And the sunken lounge just adds a lot of meaning to the reason why the developer put this on there. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the property is 3 level, the basement, first floor, and second floor. This staircase right here will take us down to the basement. I'm going to take you guys there shortly, but I just want to show you this other part of the property. One of the cool things with the property is it's automated, whereas like you have an app on your phone, you can control the lights, and even up until try to play music with your phone, you can select which speaker if you're in the living room, if you're in the gym or the cinema. It's that automated, and you know me, guys, I love automated properties, right? So one of my favorite features of this property has to be this sunken lounge. I mean, in most property, you're going to have a TV room, sort of like a sitting room, but right here you have a lounge, in as much as it has its own TV on there with sort of like a fish tank. This sunken lounge can take at least 10 people, right? And then once again, you're going to see this repeating itself here. You have a see-through of the wine cellar down. Guys, this is amazing. But for me, this is like one of the selling point of this property. All of these little tiny details on here. You can even see it's wrapped around with rug, so which means it's all comfy. You're not going to get so cold, in as much as Johannesburg is a bit cold. One tiny detail also I'm going to show you. Now, these panels right here are adjustable, so should in case you want to block out light completely from the left and the right hand side of the property, you can arrange this in a way that, you know, you seclude this from the property, which is really nice. It has its own chandelier on there, which is lovely. I'll take you guys here first. So This is going to take us to the swimming pool outside and sort of like the outside seating area. It has greenery on there, and also it has views of the golf course. I'm going to show you guys, or maybe you can see with the drone shot. Going to this other side, you still have another exit, which also takes you to what you like to call an exterior sit-out area. All right, guys. So we are, of course, at the exterior sit-out area. There's a braille machine on there, so you can sit here with your friends, have a great time. Some very nice greenery all around the property. And if you walk all the way this way, takes us to where you'd have the pool. Something really interesting about the pool is it has like this floating chairs on here, so you can sit down on there, have drinks as well with friends. Circular pool, I don't know how deep it is, but as of the time of shooting this video, they're doing some work on the pool, so I guess they're going to change the water afterwards, but that's what you get for the pool area. And then just down that area there, you have a garden. There's a trampoline machine on there as well. Sort of like a play area right here in the backyard. You're having like the mountains on there, and then you can see the other development right there on the valley. So a great view you're going to get right here in the backyard, if you'd ask me. This is the entrance from the garage, right? I mentioned the property has 2 garages and can park 4 cars. So this is the entrance from the first one. So this is the visitor's toilet. This is one of the most creative vanity I have seen in the property. It's made up with glass, and then the water just flows all the way out here. And then obviously you have the inbuilt WC on here, and just mirror everywhere to make the place look, you know, very spacious. This is repeating itself right here. I really don't know. This is like really insane. I felt really scared stepping on it, but I mean, it's made of like solid glass. But yeah, it changes, and you know, while you're using the bathroom, it seems like I'm in an aquarium, you know. You can see like there's a very big screen on there. You can see fish and some very nice, you know, aesthetics to the wall as well. On my left hand side, we have the guest bedroom. You have this elevation right here, and I think it was integrated in the architecture because the base the bed is sitting on is actually solid concrete, right? So you have the bed on here, and you have its own bathroom right here. As I told you guys, you have like the black, gold, and white, sort of like a Versace kind of feeling with the property. An exit for the guests to the, you know, outside sitting area as well, and the pool at the back, which is really nice. The bathroom is on here. It has like the whole black, gold, Versace theme, and everything is just that way, you know. I mean, there are quite a few people that would appreciate this. You let me know if you like it. So the interesting thing about this guest bedroom is it has sort of like its own lounge downstairs. Let's go take a look at it. Once again, everything is wrapped up in foil, like in carpet, so you're all very comfy. And in as much as it seems like we're going down the basement, it's cold down here, right? So come down. So most people try to not make their guests too comfortable, but if, you know, I'm a guest coming to this property, I definitely do not want to go, because this is like a house on its own. I mean, you have your bedroom up there, and you have the TV room on here, so you can come here, do TV and all of those things, and it has its own exit as well. You have the wardrobe on here and some other storage. Guys, I mean, one of the most creative guest room I have seen in the property. Let me know if you've seen anything better than this. All right, so that's that for the guest bedroom. And now let's go take a look at the kitchen, the dining, and also the sit-out area on that end of the property. Yeah, come in, guys. I don't know, I haven't seen a chandelier hanging on an island before. The interior design for the property, I would say, is really expensive, because I know how much all of these tiny details cost, right? So you have your cooker on here by SMEC, your induction hob by SMEC, toaster, and a sink on here. It comes with its own TV just in case you're cooking and need to watch something, and your coffee machine on here. So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8-seater, what I would like to call mini dining here, because there's a main dining. Now this is sort of like the main dining space. You have a TV, and then you have, I don't know how many chairs there are on here, give or take 12 or so. Little tiny details right here. You have a fish tank. Now, the sunken lounge and this dining, they're sharing the view of the fish tank, which is a good use of space if you'd ask me, because you don't need to install both of them. So you have view on here. You have your fireplace on here. I'm not sure how frequently you're going to use that, but you have that feature. And once again, this is all wrapped around with the view of the golf course on the other side of the property. Okay, let me know what you think about the dining. And also there's this other part of the kitchen that even gives you more space. But on here you have the dishwasher, 2 dishwashers, more storage, a sink. And just by the back, you have the exit from the kitchen all the way to the backyard or the entrance of the property. This is the balcony. We're getting off the kitchen. And once again, there are chairs and tables just in case you don't want to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner in there. You can also have it out here. While you're viewing the golf course, the green spaces here in the backyard as well, you have the pool on that end. There is really no development coming to this stretch of the estate. So the views you're going to get here is endless. You're just having your view of the golf course and the hills on there on the backdrop. This area could either take us to the top floor or the basement, where you're going to see some very interesting things. So let's go take a look at it. So right here you have what I like to call a bar, a casino, a wine cellar. You have sort of like an office slash a control room, a cinema, and also a stand-alone room. I'll explain what that means when we get into that room, all right? So first thing first, right here staring at me is a bar, right? And you have a grand piano, guys. I don't know if this comes with the property because I know grand pianos can get really expensive. This other part of the property is where you have a casino, right? So, oh my God, guys, my video is playing on the screen. Who did that? This is the very first property we're touring that I'm seeing a casino. Like, I don't know why, but it's interesting, guys. Okay, so you have the wine cellar, right? Come here, come in. It's very interesting. You see, the shelves has this backlight that just reflects and makes the bottle comes alive. So you have your Dom Perignon, you have wines on there. Very interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I think he told me if you're going to get the property, you get the drinks that come with it. I mean, it costs nothing to appreciate you for buying a property like this, all right? So if you look up there, you have the sunken lounge we talked about earlier on, and a very huge chandelier. So, and just adds to the overall value, I would say, of this property right here in Johannesburg. All right. Okay, let's go to the other part of the property. Don't know exactly what this is made of, but it's not wallpaper because I can feel it. All right. So once again, tiny details and kudos to the developer. Even the ceiling has recessed lights, and usually you're going to have POP but a leather work on there. So it's crazy, guys, what's happening on here in this property. So I'll first show you this part of the property, which is sort of like a control room, because right here you can see everything happening in the property. Once again, I was told it's a very secured estate, so you really don't need this, but come on, it comes with the house, so you can as well take it, right? You'll have the office space on here, refrigerator and everything. Sit down and do some serious work, right? If you're going to work from home. And right here is the cinema, and there's a soccer going on right now. I don't know if it's live. I think it's live, actually. This is a very interesting chair because usually in cinemas, I'm going to see like the single seater. I think the developer was trying to have this experience where you don't have to sit down to watch a movie. You can lie down if you want to. You're gonna like relax yourself while you're watching TV, which makes total sense to me. Cooling systems, nice recessed light on there, and the mix of color, black, yellow, I think just adds even contrast, because what we've been seeing all around the property is just gray, white, black, and gold at the extreme end. So having yellow here adds a little bit of contrast to the property. So let me know what you guys think of the cinema, because personally, I think I love it. This part of the apartment takes us into what I would like to call a flatlet. As I told you guys when we were up there, I'll explain what it means. Now, if you own this property and probably you want to make some sort of money in rental income, you can decide to lease out or rent out this part of the house, say on Airbnb or on Bookings, because you can shut down this door, and anybody here doesn't have access into the property, which is a really nice feature if you'd ask me. It has its own bedroom, which we are in right now. You have a queen size bed on here, and just behind the camera you have the storage for your clothes and every other thing. So you have the bathroom right here. Just it has a standing shower, a vanity, and a WC, which is really nice. So this is sort of like the living room. You have a TV, a sit out area. So this is like your kitchenette, if you'd ask me. So let's go back to the main floor, and then we're going to go to the third floor, which is the last floor right here on the property. Something I didn't mention is this staircase. It has automated staircase lights. So the sensors is somewhere here. So when you're approaching the staircase, the light comes up just to make sure you don't flip and fall. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third floor right here at this stunning property. This floor comes with the primary bedroom. You also have the gym, which is one of the most well-equipped gym I've ever seen in a property. And then you have the children rooms and then the other rooms on here. Really lovely. The views you're getting out of here is quite spectacular. The first place we're going to go to is the gym, which is just right by my side. If you are trying to buy this property and you are into workout, like you work out a lot, you're really going to appreciate this, because right here alone you're looking at like what, $50,000, what you're just seeing right here, or even more, you know. So you have a machine, a massage machine. So if you're having a difficult day, you can come back home and be rest assured that you're going to be taken care of, right? And if you look down, the other details I was showing you guys, so you have this see-through down to the second floor, and you're going to see it quite frequently here, especially on this third floor. You're having the same thing on here. So if you'd ask me why, or if this was necessary in the property, I would say I think the developer was just trying to have fun by being creative, if you'd ask me. So I really love it. Just one of the few things you can boast and say, yo, my property have see-throughs on all floors, you know. You have a walkway leading you into what I like to call children's quarters. This is originally designed as a children's room. You have a balcony on here and also a view on here as well. It has a walk-in closet and then the bathroom on this end. It was, looking at the interior, you can already tell this is for children. So I was told there was like a wall on here, but they had to cut it so they make the space appear bigger than it looks, right? And that kind of works. So this is like supposed to be like a 2-bedroom. It was combined to look like one, because you have bathroom here, a walk-in closet here, and a walk-in closet here. So this is like 2 rooms that was merged to one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to the most interesting part of this property, which is where the decision maker sleeps, the owner of the property lives, and is the most unique room right here in the property. Well, first thing first, I want to speak to this door. So you can see, as I told you guys, the theme of this house was more of like the Versace type of feeling. So you're going to have all of that repeat itself all through this property. And I think it's a nice detail to point out. All right, welcome guys to the primary bedroom. So you have a very huge couch on here and one of the most gigantic screen I have seen in a bedroom, right? I don't know, what are you looking at, like 120-inch or 100-inch, I don't know. This alone I can say goes like for $5,000, easy. You have like a kitchenette, the fridge by Smeg, high quality brand, your coffee maker on here, storage as well for you, more storage on here as well. And you have sort of like a wrapped around view of the estate, wrapped over to the golf course on there. You can see the entertainment area down. You can see the estate and the mountains all at the back. I mean, what else? This is the only room where you're going to have the privilege to get such views, right? And this bed frame is quite interesting because it looks small, but it's not actually small. Because I know this is like, would I say king size bed? Yeah, it's a very interesting detailing happening on here at the back. And guys, the ceiling is super high. And this chandelier, it's a very royal chandelier, right? The beauty of the space just comes alive. You have this very nice artwork going on here, right? I don't know, I'll try to take, this is a very interesting bathroom. and I hope you like it, because when I saw it, I loved it myself. What you see, I mean, it looks like you are in a 5-star hotel. That's the vibes I'm getting on here. You have your standing shower just right here. It has a rain head and also some other very nice, interesting feature. And something I also like to point out is, come closer guys, you can see the Versace thing. It still repeats itself on here. And if you open this, the drain is quite unique. And then you have this water feature going on here. It's a very nice feature, if you'd ask me. Really interesting actually. So you have a jacuzzi on here. If you're one of those lazy days, you don't want to really rush your bath, you can have it on here. I love the recessed light coming out from the floors. It's really nice. And then you have his and hers vanity. It's a very interesting one. So you can see this is where the water comes out to the nice basin. I don't know, it looks like it's ceramics or maybe glass, something like that. And then when you turn it on, isn't that interesting? Very nice feature on there, if you'd ask me. Same thing repeats itself here. And you have your TV, just in case you want to spend more time in the bathroom. So on the right hand side, you have the walk-in closet. I don't think you're going to have so many clothes to fill up the space, but you have this, all right, for your shoes and every other thing you might need to store. And also for the ladies, somewhere to get your makeup done, somewhere to store your makeup accessories as well. All right, so this is the balcony. We're getting out of the primary bedroom. Obviously it has the biggest sit out area right here in the property. It extends all the way to the other side of the property. You're looking at the golf course, the other development, you know, the slopes and the hills, the pool down there, and you know, you can even see what's happening in the gym. You know, it's quite interesting. I'm not really sure if the sun would rise or set from this end, but I think either way, you're either getting sunset or sunrise right here from the balcony. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video to the very end. Of course, do let me know what you think about this property, if it is worth the asking price. And if you're on the market looking for a property like this or any other property in the Eye of Africa Gulf Estate, you should contact the listing agent Taylor, and he's going to get you that property you need. Alright, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Stay tuned, we have more videos coming in from Johannesburg, South Africa. To the next one, I'll see you guys soon.